Hey lovely sexy adventurers, welcome to today's video, which is Dungeons & Dragons issue number 20. We get our huge D10. Right, put that aside, let's have a look. Environment, falling and suffocating. Okay. So I've experienced falling down a short cliff face and taking damage for that. Haven't felt suffocated yet. So that's going to be interesting. A creature starts suffocating when it can't breathe, like when it sinks in quicksand, is trapped underwater, buried by a mudslide, or swallowed by a monster and runs out of breath. A creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its constitution modifier, a minimum of 30 seconds or 3 rounds of combat. When a creature runs out of breath or is choking, it can survive for a number of rounds equal to its constitution modifier, a minimum of 1 round. At the start of its next turn, it drops to 0 hit points and is dying, and it can regain hit points or be stabilized. Sorry, it can't regain hit points or be stabilized until it can breathe again. Usually, when a character drops to 0 hit points, they roll death saves. See the Introduction to Combat booklet for more on death saves. However, since a creature cannot stabilize while continuing to suffocate, they cannot succeed on death saves, and each save is considered an automatic failure. As usual, a creature dies after failing 3 death saves. Okay, that sucks. Character death. The threat of death makes the game thrilling, but DMs need to balance their game so that the characters aren't at constant risk of being slaughtered. In Dungeons & Dragons, the DM and the players work together to ensure that the experience feels fair and memorable for everyone at the table. As Dungeon Master, this means you need to make sure that the sense of challenge is real without adding too many powerful creatures to an encounter and inflicting total party kill in every single story. Yeah, I don't know why, but for some reason our DM is constantly taking joy in the fact that she might get a total party kill, and I just cannot understand that. You know, why do you want to kill us so badly? Surely, yeah, I just don't understand. Don't understand. Excuse me. Running horror encounters. From a vampire's ancient crypt to a hag's creepy hut in the swamp, a good DM knows how to run a satisfyingly scary encounter with the forces of evil. Right, player consent. Firstly, it's important to remember that not every player enjoys horror. Others may like the idea but want to avoid certain themes such as gore, cannibalism, spiders, or cruelty to animals. If you're planning a horror encounter, determining some hard and soft limits with your players will let you know. We had a session 0 and we talked about things that we didn't want to see in the campaign, and I think that's a really good way to go. Right, whether they heal your wounds or turn you invisible, potions are D&D's liquid magic. Health potions are a big thing for us, right, massive thing for us. Healing, water breathing. Now, we used some water breathing potions to attack a sea drake, and that was really good. Really enjoyed that. Invisibility, vitality, storm giant strength, and dragon's majesty. Nasty surprises are everywhere in the Forgotten Realms, but players can surprise their enemies too, whether it's through stealth or an ambush. The basics of surprise. The subtleties of surprise. 4 ways to gain surprise. Right, move stealthy, set an ambush, impair your foe's senses, Be unpredictable. Okay. Battlefield control. You can turn the tide of an apparently hopeless fight by taking control of the battlefield, whether that's through taking advantage of your terrain or casting a well-chosen spell. Battle magic, direct control, terrain control, or trickery. Our tiefling sorceress likes to try and conjure small animals to try and distract our enemies. I think one of her favourite ones was a little red dragon that she managed to conjure once. Criminal spy, character creation, backgrounds number 8. Spin shadows and subterfuge with D&D's most nefarious background. A character with criminal background, you once crept shadowy paths outside of society's laws, and you still carry the talents you needed to survive back then. So quite often that comes with a rogue, I think. Among the skill proficiencies you gain as a criminal or spy are deception and stealth. That's cool. You also don't overlook the benefits of a tool proficiency with a gaming set of your choice. Expert playing card or dice game can help get you a seat at the table alongside rich merchants. So, law in our green section. Church of Kelemvor. The faithful followers of Faerun's very own Lord of the Dead have vowed to eliminate the undead wherever they might be found. The faithful of Kelemvor, Merkil and Jerkil. Kelemvor is not the only god of death, nor the first. He works in tandem with another death god, Merkil, who claims the souls of Faerun's dead before bringing them to Kelemvor to be judged. Kelemvor is also aided by his cold-hearted seneschal, Jergil, an ancient deity who was once a god of death himself. Jergil now records the passing of the dead and assists Kelemvor in ensuring that souls are bound to their appropriate afterlife. Jergil's priests are welcome in the temples of Kelemvor. I've had a really crappy chest and throat since I had a cold a few weeks back, and it's just not going. So, drafting the dead, encounter overview. The cult of Orcus, demon prince of undeath, runs rampant. In an effort to expand their undead army to gain supremacy over the devil cult known as the Asmodai, and eventually all of Neverwinter, the cult of Orcus sent an agent to plant unholy censers in Neverwinter's graveyard, Neverdeath, and conduct a necromantic to animate the dead. Are we missing something there? Necromantic spell to animate the dead? Now dozens of skeletons and zombies prowl the cemetery, killing all living creatures they see. The priests of Kelemvor, the neutral and impartial god of death, are at capacity. They have petitioned adventurers to aid them in cleansing Neverdeath of the undead. Vontessa Mausoleum. Urgent. Adventurers needed to fight the undead at Neverdeath Graveyard. 10 gold pieces per skull and additional rewards for clearing infested mausoleums. Assemble at the northern gate. Doom Guide Viridian. Doom Guides are paladins, priests and other devoted servants of Kelemvor, the Faerun god of the dead. Okay. So we've got a mausoleum here with plenty of private crypts. Sensor, stairs, door. So door, stairs there, and we've got a sensor in this corner. I'm sure that's going to play a relevant part. That looks really cool. So Acolyte, Thaumaturgy, and Skeletons. And then we have a Spectre. Life Drain, melee spell attack, +4 to hit, reach 5 foot. I've experienced this, it's not nice. Right, let's have a look at our supersized D10. Now, interestingly, we get a bag with this. I don't remember getting a... Did we? Oh yeah, we did get a bag with our D20. I mean, it's just so unwieldy, isn't it? Oops. Yeah, I mean, it looks okay. Nice little fleece velvety pouch to go with it. So this is the third pouch we've had now, because we had a pouch with a set of blue dice in it, I think it was. But yeah, that's quite nice. Right, hopefully you will join me in the next video. Alright, take care. Bye bye.